Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome to episode number 6 of the Taylor Neely Show. I am your host, Taylor Neely. Here we are, beautiful, rainy Sunday night in Atlanta, Georgia. It is absolutely raining outside. I'm not gonna say it about the animals that it's raining because we all know what that is. We all know. I'm not hack like that. I'm not gonna say that it's raining. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to be tricked into doing big pets bidding. I'm not going to be tricked. No. Hey, it is August 6th, 2023. I sit in front of you, a sober man today, by the grace of a higher power of my understanding. I am sober, and it's good. Life is good. I went to a meeting before this, and it was fine. It kind of stunk. Some of it was good. Some of it stunk. But that's how sometimes they stink a little bit. What's that? This meeting stinks a little bit. But that's not, I'm still saving my life. So I'm eternally grateful until my bones are in the ground and they turn into dust. I'm grateful until then. And I can't ignore the facts that I am sober today, right now. And it's going good. I'm having fun. I'm alive. I can do whatever I want. I'm my own boss. No one can tell me what to do. So you tell me you're living a better life than that. You tell me you're living a life where you are you're happier than I am. I'm the happiest clam in the bunch of clams at the bottom of the bay. I'm the happiest clam down there. All the other clams are jealous. Who are the other clams? Other people. And you know what? That is a selfish way of looking at it. What I'm saying is I'm just grateful for my life and how it is today. And just today. I don't know how it'll be tomorrow, but right now, today, it's good. It's good. Happy for it. Happy about it. Happy with it. I bought new jeans today, and I love buying new jeans. Man, I love jeans so much. I almost bought new shoes. Almost. Keyword is almost. What is almost? It's 2 words in one. Almost. All of the most. I almost did, but I did not because I didn't need to spend new money on sneaks. I got sneaks that are they're still being worn quite a bit. They got a lot of life left. These sneaks are not ready to be buried. These sneaks are not old. They are new. But it's raining right now, so I'm wearing my Blundstones, which are good boots. They've lasted damn near 2 years now. That's a good boot. For $200 some, it better last that long. It better kiss me goodnight. It better take me out for a spaghetti dinner. I'm jeaned up. I've been saying this for a long time, but when I wear jeans, I'm jeaned up. I'm a different kind of guy. I'm Taylor Jeaned Up Neely. Different kind of guy when I wear jeans. And I wear jeans most of the time, so I'm a different kind of guy most of the time. What am I like regular? I don't know at this point because I've worn jeans for a long time. I've worn jeans so much of my life. If I could wear jeans every day of my life, I probably would, except for when it's too hot and I want to wear shorts. And except for when I want to golf. And if I had to become a garbage man, I don't think I'd want to wear jeans then. But other than that, I'd like to wear jeans all of the time. I'm going to go see the Barbie movie tonight. That's the one where, excuse me, I had to drink some water. Barbie is the one based off of the toys. It's a movie about the lady Barbie and the boy Barbie, Ken. And I don't know other than that. I'm excited. Margot Robbie's in it. She's so pretty. And Margot Robbie, if you wanted to give me send me a text and say, hello, how are you? That'd be fine. You can do that. Nothing's stopping you. Stop fighting it. Send me a text, Margot. Send me a text. And Ryan Gosling, which is truly the man I'm in love with. I love him so much. He's great. My first ever time I had a haircut, I took to the barber a picture of. I showed my barber a picture of Ryan Gosling, and I said, I want that. Because as I've said before, I started cropping my shirts a little bit, and because I'm trying to turn people on a little bit all the time. And Ryan Gosling just does that to everyone. Ryan Gosling is so handsome that it's hard to see that he's funny, but he's also very funny. And that's good. So I'm excited. What I hope for Barbie is I laugh, I cry, I pee a little, maybe even do the backwards pee, which is a poop. I hope I do that a little bit. Just if a movie's so good it made me poop a little, that movie was every penny it was worth. It was worth it for sure. And that is nothing to holler at. In the bad way. In a good way, hollering is good. Okay? Do I need to explain it more than that to you? In the good way, hollering is good. Who's listening to this dang podcast? Who's listening to this? Because it doesn't even... so stupid. So anyways, I'm going to go see Barbie. I will see Oppenheimer at some point because maybe I'll do like a little update. Maybe I'll just do a short episode and do like 30 minutes. And when I get back, do another 30 minutes on Barbie. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, and I want to because I love atomic bombs. Not how they blow people to bits, but how they are such a crazy amount of force. That's what atomic bombs are. They like, my bucket list is to die is atomic bomb. If I could die from an atomic bomb, that's how I would like to die. I mean, it just like your skin flies off and you just turn to dust. And that's what I want. I really do, truly. I think that'd be the best way to die because you die so quick. There's no suffering. You're just like, oh, and you're gone. And then you get to meet our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And that's the problem, though, because if you die from an atomic bomb, then when you get to heaven, maybe Jesus and God are there and Adam and Eve, and they're like, Taylor, you weren't supposed to die an unnatural death. Atomic bombs are so unnatural. Atoms aren't meant to be split. Atoms are meant to be married to Eve, okay? And you split one, and now it exploded. So you're going to hell. And that's why I'm probably going to hell, because I want to die from an atomic bomb. That's probably why that's going to happen. So, I don't know. How was your weekend? My weekend was pretty good. I golfed yesterday. I shot an 86, which is my new personal best. A true 86, pretty much for the most part. That's the thing about golfing is you can really bend the rules you want by yourself. But I truly shot an 86. Maybe one more mulligan than I should have, but my rules when I play. I play with my friend Sean, and it was great. Sean's so fun to play with, and he's about the same skill level as me, I think. And that was fun. I like golf a lot. I'm finally shooting a consistent game, and people just don't. Some people are like, oh, golf is for rich white people. No, it's not. In Atlanta, it's mostly black people that golf, because Atlanta is mostly black. It's a lot of white people too, but people in general love golf. Golf kind of got popular because of the pandemic and because of golf YouTubers. But I'll just keep golfing until like, unless my clubs turn into snakes randomly. That's out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden I'm trying to tee off and my driver turns into a snake. That's when I'll stop. Until that day comes, I'm golfing. You're not going to stop me from golfing. I'm golfing. Wow. What else? New jeans, jeaned up. 2 pairs of jeans. Almost bought sneakers. Almost bought some Nike. I'm on a Nike kick. I am. It's true. I'm on Air Force Ones. I'm on the Air Force One trains now. I almost bought some Air Jordans. Almost bought some Jordans, and I didn't because I didn't want to spend the money. I didn't need to. Because ultimately, would shoes make me a happy man on the inside? No. Buying the shoes along with the jeans would have been overkill. It would have been me trying to fill that spiritual hole inside of me with material possessions, and those don't do it. Those don't save my life. Those don't keep me sober. Those don't keep me from smoking crack. They don't. A Lamborghini will not save my life, unfortunately. As nice as a Lamborghini is, it won't save my life. A Lamborghini can't stop me from smoking crack. You know, if anything, a Lamborghini would be hilarious to pull up to a homeless guy and ask him to get crack for me. That would be hilarious. That would garner the most attention possibly in the world if I went over to Glenwood and asked a homeless guy if he knew where to get crack. I mean, that everyone would come to the car. Someone would probably steal it. But if I had enough money to get a Lamborghini, I'll give that Lamborghini away. The homeless can have it. The homeless can have that Lamborghini. I don't need it. I don't need that Lamborghini. Okay? You can have the Lamborghini, dude. Marcus, you can have it. In fact, you can live out of this Lamborghini. You know, good luck registering it. Good luck registering it without a valid driver's license. Good luck driving it without insurance and a valid driver's license. What are you going to do with this Lamborghini? Right. So, see, they're not going to steal the Lamborghini because I just made that argument that it's going to be more of a hassle than it's worth. So I hope Barbie's going to be good. Should be fun. I got a bunch of bananas over there. I got to eat some. Yeah, we're going to do like a 30-minute short little guy here today. What else? I think just I've been so even keeled lately. And I was talking to a friend earlier about, like, when I feel this way, life's been good. Hip, hip, hooray! Here we go. And all right, we're back. I saw the Barbie movie. I just saw it, and I enjoyed it. It was a good time. It was funny. It was silly. It had some heart-touching moments with about moms and stuff, about a mother's something with her daughter or whatever, and it was sweet. And that's really sweetness in a movie. If it brings a little tear to my eye, I'm happy with that. A movie that brings a tear to my eye, I am happy. A movie that can make me feel and remind me I love my mother. I love that because I do love my mom. I love my parents. I love my family. I'm grateful for all those people in my life. And if that's my takeaway from the Barbie movie, A++ in my book. Barbie movie, fun. Margot Robbie, so pretty. Ryan Gosling, so handsome, but so funny at the same time. And it was good. It was really a good movie. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I laughed. And that was it. Will Ferrell, as the CEO of Mattel, it was good. I don't really have much of a review. I'm not going to get much into that. I guess the takeaway from the movie is girls rule, boys drool, which is fine. I think, honestly, at this point, everyone rules, everyone drools, okay? Don't be a jerk. Boys ruled for a long time, and girls drooled for quite some time, and men kind of ruled the world with a iron thumb and did some mean things, but they're doing less mean things now. But still, people do mean things. People do mean things. And at their core, you know what? Men and women, same thing. You know, we both got brains. We both got brains. We both got eyes that can see. We all got souls. I think at the end of the day, as long as you have a good soul, it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a gal. I think people can know if you're a good soul or a bad soul. And I'm striving every single day to have a good soul, but I have had a bad soul in my life. I have. It's true. I'm not going to lie about that. I wouldn't lie to you guys about I've had a bad soul. I smoked crack cocaine with the homeless in Atlanta and Columbus, Ohio. I have had a bad soul. I used to steal. I used to lie. I used to be a bad guy. And now I'm a good guy. I'm not a bad guy anymore. And that's only because I have worked on that. Okay. People can change. Okay. To quote a show, people can change. Maybe that's also growing up, getting older, growing into maturity. I think everyone matures. Some people never mature, though. Some people never, ever become adults and they're children forever. And to that I say, play with your toys, adult child. So it was good. I had popcorn. Number one, I had popcorn. Number two, I had peanut butter M&Ms. And you're thinking, Taylor, they don't sell peanut butter M&Ms at AMC, and that is correct. I snuck them in. Because as long as you put them in your pockets, they're not going to check your pockets. You can stick anything into AMC you want. They're not checking. Even the girl I saw the movie with, she didn't even check her purse. I could have just put the M&Ms in the purse, just dumped them in the purse, and we would have been fine. But, you know, I would hate for having had thrown away those M&Ms. That would have been sad. If we would have had to throw away the M&Ms, that would have made me very sad. I would have been upset. But here we are, having just watched the Barbie movie. All right. Hey, everyone. Wow, we're back. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh, man. And if you are watching this, I'm wearing different clothes. Welcome back to Taylor Neely Show. I had been recording before I went to see the Barbie movie, and then I went and saw the Barbie movie last night. And then I got back, and it was 11 p.m., and that's too late on a school night to record. I couldn't do it. My brain was too befogged. To go on any further. I kept stopping and starting and just being in a blank space, you know? And that's just where my brain was at. But so I've had a whole, wow, it's really raining. Oh my goodness. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing with my eyes right now. It is raining, storming. Again, well, last night when I was talking, it was raining cats and dogs, and now it's raining cats and dogs again. But that's just Georgia for you, I guess. You hear that? It's storming. It is thunderstorming. This is crazy. This is America. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back. I did see the Barbie movie. I am wearing different clothes. Thoughts on the Barbie movie? I don't know. Let's get my thoughts on first waking up from the nap I just had. Oh man, before I started, I had some nap thoughts, and now I have none. What were they? Let's think. Let's backtrack to nap time. So I laid my pretty little head down at around 3 p.m. I said, Siri, wake me up in an hour, and Siri woke me up at 4, and it was a good nap. You know, sometimes you have a bad nap, sometimes you have good naps. This nap was good. And what made it good was I woke up and I was like, oh, I slept that whole hour, and I feel like I caught up on some sleep I needed. That's crazy. Thunder's nuts. What is thunder in clouds? That's where it's coming from. It's coming from clouds. But what's happening inside clouds to make it sound like something's crashing together? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like something's crashing together. I know it's science, but I'm not a science boy. I mean, before when I was I went to college for acting, and look at me now in Hollywood. And what if I hadn't gone to college and gotten a BFA? I did get a BFA. Don't get it twisted. I know you're looking at me. If you guys have any comments about like, this boy, I can smell this boy through the camera. This boy stinky. I can smell it through the camera. Well, don't worry, I do stink right now, but I'm by myself. I didn't put deodorant on after my nap. I didn't need to. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do anything. I'm the boss of my life. See, I'll prove it. Oh, PU. It smells like a little bit of BO, but I can do that. I don't need to get all spruced up for this. That's why I put on the Buc-ee's hat. Buc-ee's. I didn't need to get spruced up. I just needed to look a little bit presentable, which, you know me, always a little bit presentable, always trying to turn people on a little bit. This coffee's bringing me back to life, though. So I took that nap, and the nap was good. And I forget what it was. I think I woke up, I don't know. Oh, it's Monday. That's what I wanted to say. Man, I think Monday should be a national holiday. I think everyone should not be allowed to work on Monday. Even if you work the weekend, I don't think you should have to work on Monday. Monday is a crazy day to have to work. It's just, I am just so sleepy on Mondays sometimes. And maybe it's because of my diet, because I'm a health conscious kind of guy now. I'm health conscious Taylor now. And what that means is when I dog out on the weekend, when I pig out, eat whatever I want, then on Monday my body is kind of recovering from all that crap I ate, and so I'm a little bit sleepy because my body is adjusting. You guys wouldn't believe how crazy this rain is right now. It's truly raining the most I've seen it rain in quite some time. It's going to flood again. It's been flooding like crazy. It is crazy. Flooding is okay. I have got so much thoughts on how people behave here in Atlanta. A little bit of raindrops from the sky shuts the city down, and it's embarrassing. Atlanta should be embarrassed of itself because they can't handle a little flash flooding, a little snow, a little volcanic magma seeping up through the cracks in the roads. Atlanta can't handle it. It's awful. But Atlanta drives like they can handle anything, but they can't. Atlanta's full of a bunch of babies that can't handle weather. And that's just facts, okay? That's just the true thing of seeing. You put Ohio up against Atlanta as far as driving goes, Atlanta is being sent to hell because God would be embarrassed. God would be embarrassed for how Atlanta would handle the weather. It's just like, I was at a show. I was seeing my friend's show the other couple weeks, and it was flash flooding. And one of the groups that was in the show canceled. Like, oh, the roads are dangerous. We gotta get home because the roads are dangerous. So they were here's where the logic doesn't make sense. So it's two-part being stupid. It's a two-part being story saga, two-part being stupid saga, story saga of being stupid. They wanted to drive home because the roads were going to be dangerous. But by the time they were going to drive home at the stupidest time to drive home at, but it's because the roads were dangerous, so they had to get home. So I would just wait it out. See, now that was very loud. That was very loud. Now I'm scared. Now I might need you guys. I got to pack up. Got to go home. Got to drive on the dangerous roads. I got to drive on the dangerous roads at the dangerous time of day, so I can get home and be safe from the storm, where honestly the storm can get you the most is at home. You're statistically most likely to die within 6 miles of your home or something. So if you never go home, you won't die. That's simple statistics and math and probability. You are less likely to die if you don't ever go home. So guys, don't go home. Run away from home. This is why kids need to run away from home more so they don't die. Because we don't want kids to die. Kids are the precious future of this planet. And if they're dying, the future doesn't have a planet. And there and lo and behold it is. Problem solved. Problem solved for how we solve climate change. We solve the future. Nobody ever goes home ever again. Children run away. They never go home. They can never die. People live forever. See, that's what people don't think about is if you want to live forever, never go home. Never go home. You want to live forever because statistically it's impossible to die if you never go home. I think we just solved a lot. I think we just stumbled upon a pot of gold. I think we were just rummaging through the forest for delicious mushrooms, like not the magic kind, because I'm not allowed to eat those because I'm sober. And you're not going to trick me into eating magic mushrooms. I know I almost walked into that myself, but you're not going to trick me. You're not going to trick me one day at a time. I'm going to trick me one day at a time to staying sober. And so there it is right there, though. I stumbled on a pot of gold while I was just doing what I normally do in the woods, stumbled upon a pot of gold. And here we are. Here we are, having stumbled upon the key to lifelong youth and immortality is never going home. Incredible. I wish I'd known this when I was young. I would have never been, I begged to go back into my mom's vagina when I was born. I was like, doctor, please, 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 please send me back. It's so warm and cozy in there. Doctor, please. But had I known at that time, had I had the knowledge and lived experience, which, guys, bug off with this saying lived experience. Just speak English. How about we cut out all the crap people saying, making up new phrases for stuff? It's my lived experience. Yeah, no shit. What's your dead experience? It's your death experience. It's the experience you have experienced because you were dead. No, you're alive. It's self-explanatory. Shut up, you college graduate. God, it's crazy. That is pulled right out of the made-up phrases textbook. I just don't like that. There's so many people just decide to make up words for stuff, and it's just like, okay, I guess these are words you threw together. The words were already there. You're not that clever because you threw two words together, lived experience. Yeah, no shit, it's your lived experience. You're alive, and you're experiencing. It goes without saying. Read a book. Read Moby Dick, huh? There's a whale in that book. There's a whale, and he's big. And there's a ship captain, and he's going to kill Moby Dick. And he kills him. It's the white whale of Moby Dick. Enough is enough. I want to talk about my, what about my unlived experience, huh? What about my experience I haven't even had yet, but it affects my life? That's where my life's hardships come from, is my unlived experiences. I don't have $1 million, and it really affects my day-to-day life. If I had $1 million, my lived experience wouldn't be as bad, which is affected by my unlived experience. My unlived experience is really messing up my lived experience. God, my dang unlived experience. And that's my parents' fault because they were mean to a lady at a grocery store one time. It's my parents' fault that it's generational unlived experience. That's what's wrong. I can't. These are just jokes. This doesn't mean anything. That's what's funny about. I get worried about saying something and it's just jokes, but because what if someone's like, nope, now guess what? You're racist because this is, I am treading into stupid waters. Taylor, you're racist because you talked about that unlived experience thing. It's not, I made it up. I made up the unlived experience thing, so I can't be if I made it up. I can't be. It had nothing to do with racist stuff. It had something to do with the words or lived experience. So anyways, the Barbie movie was funny. It made me laugh. I liked it enough to like it. Ryan Gosling is charming. Margot Robbie is pretty. Michael Cera is funny. You hear that? The sky is crazy. My lived experience right now is that the sky is awfully loud and it's hurting my ears. And if you could cut it out, okay, I'm not gonna go on that. We all know how I feel about thunderstorms. I like them. I think they're good. I think they're supposed to happen. I can't clear my throat, and that's too bad. Maybe it's because I had a banana. Okay, what's with bananas having these blue stickers wrapped around them? What's going on with that? Why do we need to do that, Kroger? It just makes it harder to get my bananas out, and they don't rip easy. Please just use blue painter's tape instead of this dumb plastic with adhesive on the back that you're using. It's not conducive to what I'm trying to do with bananas, which is eat them, which is unwrap them and eat them. Furious. Quit changing stuff up that's good already. Stuff is fine. Some stuff in the world is fine, doesn't need change. We don't need to. You know what you should do? Bananas, so people don't steal them. You should put those exploding ink things on bananas. So if someone tries to walk out of the grocery store with bananas they didn't pay for, they explode, and blue ink gets all over their palms and face, like a bank bag, but for bananas. Introducing by who's that company? Introducing the latest product from Battelle. No, who is it? Oh, introducing the newest product from Lockheed Martin. Bank bags, but for bananas. In the commercials, a guy just he tried to steal bananas. Don't steal, okay? My stance on stealing is don't do it. It's bad. You'll get in trouble with God. He'll be mad at you. He will. You'll lose some God points if you steal. Stealing is wrong. Shoplifting, I can't do it. You know what? I can't say I don't condone stealing, because if you're stealing from like Walmart or Target, one, don't, but two, they're not going to miss it. It's not going to hurt them if you steal if you steal a baseball glove from Target. It's not going to hurt them. They'll be fine. Target has billions of dollars, is a $1 billion company. They're not going to miss the baseball glove you stole to play with your child, you know. There was some kind of line that just reminded me of that. Was so funny. We're rocking, we're rolling. Okay, I can't get sidetracked too much. I think I remembered a line from the Barbie movie. There was something about dads. Who knows? But I don't steal simply on the principle of the matter. Okay, and my one friend, he said he doesn't steal on like from mom and pop stores, but we'll steal from Walmart. That's fine. Do what you want, but I won't, because stealing for me is the principle. Because if I steal, then my subconscious mind is probably like, oh, Taylor, it's good you can lie now a little bit. You can get away with lying. And then once I lie a little bit, it's like, Taylor, you can pinch people. You can pinch people a little bit. No, you won't get in trouble. You won't get in trouble if you just pinch people a little bit. Come on, just pinch people a little. Come on, just pinch a little bit of pinch. Pinch people just a little bit. It'll be fine. And the next thing you know, my mind is like, Taylor, look at that. Look at that. Look at that pile of cocaine over there. Go do some. And it's all downhill from there. But it started going downhill when I stole the baseball glove from Target, which I won't do. I refuse to steal because it's one-way ticket to Cocaine Town. And Taylor left Cocaine Town a long time ago. Taylor doesn't visit Cocaine Town anymore because when Taylor goes to Cocaine Town, he sits in a bathtub at 3 a.m. and listens to Harvest by Tom Petty and wears a dress shirt and sunglasses. And the bath is filled all the way up, but he's still in that dress shirt, still in those sunglasses. And he texts his dad saying, Harvest, this is the best album of all time at 3 a.m. And your dad knows what's up because he has partook in things, but he just knows what's up. After hour stimulants never lead to a good time. And what is that? After hours? I mean, if you're doing cocaine at 1 a.m., that's when you're starting to get into after hours, because that 1 a.m. cocaine is not a nightcap. That is, in fact, night jet fuel. That's when it just ignites and your night is off until about 5-6 a.m. and you try to turn it off, but there's still some fuel in that tank, and you're going to be awake till 7 a.m. if you're doing drugs till 6 a.m. You will be. That come down is going to be rough, too, and that's why I'm happy I'm sober today. That is one of the reasons I'm happy for today is to be sober, is because I don't have to do cocaine till 5 a.m., which is the worst time to do it until. Unless you have something to come, like a Xanax or a Percocet or morphine or hair, something to come down with, that stinks. That's the worst, okay? No one can convince me that doing cocaine till 5 a.m. is fun ever again. There was a time, I've experienced it. More times than my 10 fingers can count, I have experienced it. But that's more than enough to remind me that it's not good today. At least today it reminds me. When I'm in a place where I'm spiritually sick enough not to remember, and I can be like, ooh, a drink sounds good. That's a scary place to be when I think a drink sounds good. It doesn't sound good today. It doesn't sound good today at all. But the day it does sound good, I know what I need to do. There are some things I'll need to do that I haven't done in the past. I'm going to get more coffee. Ugh. I'm still feeling a little befogged in my head, guys, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm all for transparency and honesty and making friends and shaking hands and taking names. But right now, I do feel a little befogged. What I did like about the Barbie movie is it made me remind me of how much I love my mom. It reminded me of that. It had a very sweet scene. It said something about mothers and their daughters, and I won't spoil it, but Barbie dies at the end. And some old lady said something about moms. And I was like, I do love my mom. I love my mom so much. And I'm very lucky. I love my family so much. My brothers are my best friends. My dad we have a great relationship, even though I used to get in trouble so much, and it was my fault the relationship wasn't as good as it was now. But now it's great. It's never been bad. I'm eternally grateful and blessed to have the family I have. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. It's nice because you only get one family. And that's why even though when people are like, yeah, my dad, he beat the shit out of me, but then he died and I still love him because he's still your dad. Something like that along those lines. Like even if a parent was a shitty parent, ASMR, even if a parent was a bad parent, they're still like, if they die, I wonder if you're still like, it's still going to cry. Like, if your parent was mean to you, but they died, do you still cry when they die? So, but what is that? That goes to, that is not a question I can answer, because I will cry when my family members die. Because that's a sad thing. That's one of my biggest fears in the entire world, is losing loved ones. My fears, I have many fears. I have legit fears, illegit fears. But my illegit fears feel like real fears. They do. They truly do. Like I think big bugs like from King Kong with Jack Black. That King Kong when the big bugs were in the Marianas Trench thing. Those were scary. I don't like bugs that big. That would stink if bugs were that big, because they could definitely rip you apart more so than animals could. But if dogs were much bigger, if dogs were 500 pounds, they could rip you apart a lot easier. Man, dying from an animal attack sounds awful. Sounds like not the way to go. I said it before, I'll say it again. Bucket list way for me to die is atomic bomb. Atomic bomb gets set off right by me, and I just turn to dust. I turn to space dust, which is ultimately what we're all made of, is space dust. Now, do you think... Man, it's crazy to think about it, because a shark attack, there was that video going around, that Russian guy in Egypt getting attacked by a shark. I saw it. It's brutal. And that's awful, because while that's happening, you can't reverse that. You can't be like, wait, shark, hold on. No. There's no undoing that. It's what is done, and it will continue to happen. There's no stopping a shark from attacking you. Sharks, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Sharks are not remorseful. Animals are not remorseful. A shark will not feel bad for what he's doing. A shark does not have a sense of right and wrong. A shark has a sense of, I'm hungry, and that's it. That's all a shark has a sense of. I just wish there were a way, because when something like that is happening, something so violently life-changing, that, and in your life is forever changed from then on out. There's no going to get ice cream after that, because you're going to die because of the shark. The shark is going to eat you. The shark the shark knew your plans. The shark was like, he's not getting ice cream today because he's my ice cream. And you became the human ice cream cone for that shark to eat. And that shark, now, do you think a shark thinks people taste good? Or do you think a shark, they taste blood and that's all they need to taste, and they need sustenance? Like I guess when you're a creature of the deep, sharks don't have tongues, do they? So they don't have taste buds. So, do sharks have tongues? It's a question I've never thought of before. Do sharks have tongues? Sharks have a tongue-like structure known as basiol, which is composed of cartilage, a tough but flexible tissue that provides support and shape. In sharks, the tongue is a small, flattened structure that's attached to the floor of the mouth. So no, it's just the floor of the mouth. They don't have tongues. That description sounds like something that doesn't have a tongue. So Google, don't try to make sharks feel better for having tongues. I have a shark tattooed on my body. I'm not anti-shark. I love sharks. Just kidding, I hate sharks. I don't like sharks at all. They're awful, scary monsters. There's some girl going around saying sharks are not awful, scary monsters. They are. They're evil, scary, prehistoric monsters. They'll chomp you. They'll eat you to death. They'll eat you until you die. There's no off switch on a shark. There is no scolding a shark, telling no, sit, shark, bad shark, and they won't sit in the corner pretending like they just acting guilty. Sharks don't have a sense of guilt, and that is truthfully, I believe that. Now, other sea monsters that do have more senses than sharks are whales, definitely seem to, dolphins, octopuses, and what's that one? Manatees. It's got to stink to be a manatee because you live where sharks live. And do sharks eat manatees? Is the next important question. Because if you're like, how do sharks decide I'm going to eat that thing over there? I know they eat seals, but do sharks even remember things? Do sharks even have memories, of like when they were a shark child? Do they have friends? Do sharks have friends? Or I guess they don't even have the concept of friendship. I guess that's not even a thing. So, how selfish and self-involved of me to think anyone would want to listen to this podcast. That's insane that I think anyone would want to listen to me talk about do sharks have friends. What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? I got a park it ticket on the 24th of June. And it still is not online and I still can't pay it. I got a parking ticket then and I keep wanting to pay it, but it's not online. And I'm scared. I'm going to get in trouble and I'm going to get pulled over. Like, please don't. I was smoking crack that night. I got a ticket the night I smoked crack. It should be waived. I shouldn't have to pay this because I was going through a hard time. Lieutenant Judge, Officer Judge, whatever you go by. Can you cancel this? Can you cancel this ticket? Your Honor, I was having a rough time, okay? See, I have a problem with drugs and alcohol, and I was relapsing that night. I parked on the sidewalk because I like pulling my truck up on the sidewalk. I like it looking like I'm a little bit off-road, okay? Is that too much of a crime? Or is it just a little bit of a crime? I guess it is just a little bit of a crime, but officer, here's the thing. I'm doing good right now, and isn't that enough for you? Isn't that enough for you to waive this ticket away? Just forget it ever happened. Hey, Judge, I think you're kind of cute. Would you maybe we hang out sometime, Judge, huh? And we forget maybe we go on like a little Puerto Rican vacation, huh? It's not that expensive to fly to Puerto Rico. Tickets to Puerto Rico are not that expensive. Judge, what if we forgot this whole parking ticket ever happened and we went to Puerto Rico, huh? What do you say, you and me? Huh? You and me, pack your swim trunks, pack your floaties. We're going to Puerto Rico. Forget this ever happened. And then I go to jail forever because I was trying to bribe the judge with a trip I wasn't even going to pay for. Oh, you thought I was going to pay for the trip with the judge? No way. I don't have that kind of cheddar. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money because I'm getting parking tickets, okay? Now, look at this. This is pretty crazy. Bike lane violation, fine amount within 14 days, $100. Mine, sidewalk parking, fine amount within 14 days, $100. Fine amount after 14 days, $200. Sidewalk parking, large truck with 6 or more tires, $1,000 within 6 tires. Who has 6 or more tires? 1, 2, 3, 4. A dually. If a dually parked on the sidewalk, you get a ticket for $1,000. Hey, you're reaching that quota pretty quick. I bet they're looking. I bet they're looking for dualies on the sidewalk. I bet they're looking high and low. They're looking between the pillow cushions to find a dually on the sidewalk. Get that $1,000. That's 1G. That's 1G, and that's not 1 gram. That's $1,000. 1G is 1 grand, and that's 1,000. Now, I was never good at math, but 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 3. I mean, 4. Oh, no. Don't tell anyone I did that. I was getting wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of this podcast, okay? Don't tell anyone I did that. Please, 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 please don't tell anyone I said 2 plus 2 is 3. It's not 2. It's not 3. It's not. It's whatever's next. It's whatever 2 plus 2 is. It's this. It's this many. That's what 2 plus 2 is. I messed up. What can I do? Hey, would you forgive me if we went to Puerto Rico? Huh? Would you forgive me if we went to Puerto Rico? Come on. Let's go to Puerto Rico. Come on. What's the worst that can happen if we go to Puerto Rico? What's the worst that can happen? We're not going to get in trouble. We're not going to get in trouble if we go to Puerto Rico. Who's going to be mad? Who's going to be mad? Your mom. Your mom's going to be mad. You're an adult. You live by it. You live in your own apartment. You're not going to get in trouble. Look at me. Look at me. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Nothing to worry about. You're worrying about nothing. Quit your belly aching. Just go to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's a good time. You know what they have in Puerto Rico? Beaches. I got beaches in Puerto Rico. I'll give you one more thing, and then I'll give you one more bad thing in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, you know what they got? You know what they have in Puerto Rico? Beautiful ladies. Beautiful ladies. The most beautiful ladies you could have ever laid your eyes and ears on. And then they also have sharks. So that is the drawback of Puerto Rico. Beautiful ladies, beaches, sharks. 2 is better than 1. So there's 1 of sharks and there's 2 of ladies and beaches. So as long as we don't go in the water, sharks do not come up on the beach. They're not allowed. Sharks have been banned from the beaches in the Great Human Shark Treaty of that year we made the Shark Treaty. 1800, when we were like, sharks. Hey, sharks, ocean's huge. We've explored less of the ocean than we have of space. How about sharks? You get the ocean. You can have everything in the ocean. You can have the rocks. You can have all the money, all the pirate ships, all the pirate money that's in the ocean. You can have all that. You can have the ocean, sharks. Our ocean's huge. There's more ocean than there is land. Let the people have the land. We're getting the bad end of the deal here, sharks. You just stay in the water. We'll stay on land. Is that a deal? And the sharks had to go huddle up. I don't know. That's a good deal. I mean, it's a good deal. Look at him. It's a good deal. It's a good deal because there's some more ocean than there is land. He said, hey, right. There's more ocean, but I'm hungry. Garth, I'm hungry. Garth, I'm so hungry. I want to eat those people. I want to eat them right now. I swear to God, Garth, I'll eat them. Johnny. We're not going to eat them now, but we can eat them later because these humans, they can't resist. They cannot resist to come swim in this beautiful, beautiful salty water. They can't resist that. So what we do is we just play it cool. We never, ever even have to go up on land, and we still get to eat people. Okay? And shark break. All right, you have a deal. You humans, you can have the land. Excellent. Hold on, wait. Us humans, we're going to meet up. I don't know. I kind of want the water. It's fine. Hey, wait, guys. I have a loophole. Around the water. We'll build boats. What? What's a boat? A boat is something I just made up. It's brand new technology. The boat is. It's brand new, really cool technology. It's you float. Float! That rhymes with boat. What is floating? It's where you get on top of the water with something that has enough air. And there's enough air where it keeps you above the water. You're technically not in the water. You're on top of the water. And we ensure the bottom of the boat is in the water. The bottom of the boat is sitting in the water, but that's not a problem because we'll make it of metal. What's metal? Shut up. I haven't got there yet. We'll get there. It's going to be something that's really hard. Someone's hard right now. And the sharks, sure, they'll be mad. They'll try to bite the bottom of the boat, but they can't because their teeth are not sharp enough. And that is how we settled our differences with sharks. We gave them the ocean, and we got the land. I think we got the good deal there. I think we got the good end of that deal. Land? Are you kidding me? Avocados are on land. Land? Are you kidding me? Sex happens on land between people. It doesn't happen in the water. If it does, oh boy, you don't do that there. Don't do it there in the water like that. I wouldn't if I were you. I just would not. Salt water, especially salt water, is salty. You don't want that up in your guts, ladies. You don't want salt water in your guts. It's not gonna exfoliate you out. It's a trick. That's a dirty trick by Big Makeup to get you to use salt. So, anyways, yeah, I guess that's enough messing around. That's enough being silly. Here's something I'm mad about is I was talking about people cannot drive in Atlanta, and Atlanta drivers are the worst in the country. They're very bad. They're very bad. They're very selfish. They're very mean. They're very in a rush. They don't care about they want to get in a crash. And sometimes I see people in a crash on the highway. I'm like, someone deserved it. Someone was rushing. Don't rush. You'll get in a crash. And then I'll be laughing at you saying, ha, 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 you deserved that. That's what happens when you rush and you're mean and you're selfish and you're tailgating someone and you're like, and swerving in between lanes. It's like, dude, now I want to pretend like I'm chasing you. It is fun to then, if you get to a stoplight, then pull up really close, like this close behind them. And I wonder what they're thinking. And then I'm running scenarios through my head where they get out of my car and like, don't come, and then they want to fight me. And I don't want to fight anybody. But in my daydreams, I fight a lot of people. And I win. And that's fun to do. It's fun to daydream about fighting someone. No one gets hurt in your daydreams. You can daydream about whatever you want. You can say bad words in your daydreams. You won't get in trouble. You can say bad words you're not allowed to say anymore in your daydreams. You won't get in trouble. Just as long as that doesn't carry over into your regular life, you're fine. Until they start Tom Cruising that movie with Tom Cruise, where they can read your thoughts and there's thought crimes or something. Not 1984. Shut up. Not George Orwell's. It's that movie where I'm gonna find out right now. Movie with Tom Cruise, thought crimes. Minority Report. Yeah, until that day comes where they can minority report us, you can think whatever you want in your brain. You can think whatever you want in your brain and not get in trouble for it. You can be very mean to people in your brain and you won't get in trouble. Just don't act on those thoughts. Let those thoughts simply be that. It's thoughts. Okay? Barbie movie was good. You're right, Taylor. You really phoned it in this time. I saw a biker today. That's what else I wanted to talk about is the bikers. I saw a biker today, and he's taking up the whole dang lane. Bikers. Ride on the sidewalk if you're by yourself. You're not a car. Bikers are not cars. Bikers have this twisted idea that they are cars all of a sudden, and they get to do whatever I want. Well, here's the thing. I secretly want everyone to be mad at me all the time. I don't want that. But when I'm driving and I like pass, if I'm doing something, I think someone's going to be mad at me. Then in my daydream, I think they're very mad at me. And I'm convinced and they're going to chase me down. Like, oh, fuck you. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at him. Hitting on my window. And I'm just like, I don't speak English. I don't speak English. I just moved here. Don't be mean to me. I just moved here. I don't speak English. Don't be mean to me. So that's what that's about. Yeah, it's shaping up to be a good week. I got a show in Athens tonight. Someday I'll be able to say I'll be on tour and come catch me at this place, come catch me at that place. But today's that day, okay? I'm doing this podcast for fun. I'm doing comedy for fun at this point, and maybe it'll take off someday. I do have fun doing it when it's going well. I got an applause break last week during a show in Roswell because I have this joke about doing drugs with someone in my family and my dad's balls, and I came out of my dad's balls, and they were like, oh, yeah, you did come out of your dad's balls. I was like, I did. I did come out of my dad's balls. I didn't even think about it. I was just saying it to say it, but now that you mention it, I did come out of my dad's balls, and for that I am grateful. We should all be grateful that we came out of our dad's balls, because whose other balls would you come out of? You're not coming out of anyone else's balls. Balls are where the babies begin. The balls are the life force of life, okay? And they really didn't cover that in the Barbie movie, and I wish they would have. The only thing I didn't like about the Barbie movie is they didn't explain how babies were made. They didn't talk about how babies were made at all. Ken did try to get it in at some points, but then it's like, Ken, people are mad about the Barbie movie, I guess. It's like it's anti-man, it's anti-patriarchy. It's funny, and it's also, Barbie is for girls. Barbie was a toy made for girls. You can't be mad at that. What do you think is... It's a funny movie. Okay. You know what else you can be mad at? The Paw Patrol movie is coming out. The Paw Patrol, Mega Paw, Ultra Paw, whatever it's called. That movie is for dogs. Okay? Are you going to be mad because it's anti-human? Are you going to be mad that Paw Patrol is coming out, a movie made to leave on for your pets when you leave? Are you going to be mad at that too, Ben Shapiro? Are you going to be mad? Quit being mad at stuff, guys. You got to pick your battles. If my battle is with the sharks, my battle for the rest of my time, because they killed that Russian guy, will forever be to take out sharks. I'm going to blow them all up. I'm going to blow every last shark up. Every time we test a nuke in the ocean, I'm like, less sharks, less problems. Sharks are the root of all evil. You ever look into their eyes? Pure evil, all black. Eyes should not be all black. And animals' eyes should not be all black. You ever look at bears too. Bears and sharks are pretty bad. Grizzly bears especially. They're not nice. They're never ever going to be nice in your entire life. The whole time bears will be mean. The whole time bears will be mean and they won't listen. Sharks the same. Sharks, snakes, none of them will listen the whole time. You can't train a snake. Any animal you can train, that's a good animal. Animals you can't train, bears you can train. Sharks, snakes, spiders, houseflies, bees, carpenter bees here. We'll give a shout out to Uganch Malik. It's very funny. He has a joke about a bee flying around his head. He's like, that bee, I hate bees. And his friend is like, don't worry, dude, it's just a carpenter bee. He's like, I don't care what it does for a career or something like that. And it's very funny to break that down. A bee thinking he has a job. That's funny. It's funny to think that a bee has a job. And he goes to work every day to bang, 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 bang. And the bee's a carpenter at work. That's funny. That's a funny concept. Bees being cognizant that they have jobs. Because that's what that bee does for work. He's a carpenter. He wears a little hard hat. He goes to work. He builds a rocking chair for the other bees. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? We strive for the best here at Taylor Neely Show. We truly try to entertain your ears as best we can. If you don't like it, that's okay. No one said you had to. No one said you had to like it the whole time. The whole time, no one said you had to like it, okay? No one's forcing you to do this. This isn't assigned work. I'm doing this for fun. This isn't anybody's job. This is just simply for fun. So I hope you're enjoying it. I hope at the end of the day, when you lay your pretty head down to rest, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. That's a prayer my mom used to say to me. Now I lay me. I used to think it was now I lay me, not now I lay me. I don't know, dude. But yeah, I got an hour before I got to go to the show in Athens, Georgia. Come on out to Athens. This will be out tomorrow and the show will be over, but come on out if you're listening to right now. If NRA, CIA, if you're listening into this, because we're a big conspiracy podcast and JFK didn't kill himself and you guys did kill him, so you guys should feel bad. That is one thing the CIA should feel bad for doing. Hey, how about an apology? Here's what I think would make the world a better place. If the government would apologize for all the bad stuff it did, if the CIA would apologize for killing JFK, apologize for killing Martin Luther King, apologize for killing John Lennon, apologize for killing Osama bin Laden, apologize for killing Saddam Hussein. If you could just apologize for the bad things you did, no. It is weird. Osama bin Laden, bad guy as far as I know. Saddam Hussein, I get he was a bad guy, but it's weird how we worked with. What is that? Why are we double crossers? Why is the government a bunch of? And you know what? I'm speaking out of turn here because I don't know how government works. It's got to be very complicated on the world stage to manage things. Because we worked with Saddam. This is just what I've heard too. We worked with Saddam Hussein for a period, and then he became an enemy. How does that work? How do we work with someone but then turn against them? It seems like the world of war and governing countries is a bunch of double crossing. And maybe if we just laid off double crossing, maybe if we shook hands and tried to make the world a better place altogether, maybe that would be good. But is it money? Is it greed? Is it power? Absolute power absolutely corrupts. Is it that? Is that what it is? Is it just because we're human and we're fallible? Is that what it is? What could it be that is the reason why we fight and bicker? What if we just set our differences aside and just had a hot dog lunch, huh? What if we just had a hot dog lunch? I keep burping in this microphone. I won't apologize for it. I won't do it. Because here's the thing about me. I burp. I toot. Gas is in my body and it needs to get out. You would too if you were me. You would too also do that if you were me. There's no reason you should not. And don't be ashamed of what your body does. Don't be ashamed. This episode sucked. Well, there's always next week. There's always next week when I try again. What can we close out on? What is there to in conclusion, Barbie movie was good. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time. Barbie is for girls, but now it's for boys too. And it's for whoever wants to play with Barbie. At the end of the day, ask yourself, is it worth getting mad at? Is the Barbie movie worth getting mad at? Okay? Because I have a lot of opinions about stuff, but some of them aren't even worth saying. Some of them are worth keeping to myself. You know, some opinions are just worth keeping to yourself because you're just going to be mad and you're going to look silly. How about you keep those opinions to yourself sometimes, huh? Not everything needs to be said. Not everything needs to be said. Maybe make that part of your unlived experience. You don't need to say everything that your mind thinks because someone will be mad at it. And is someone being mad at what you're thinking and saying out of your mouth? Is it worth you being then mad about it in return, and then you get in a fight and you butt heads? Enough butting heads. Maybe if we could just butt heads less and enjoy a company more, you know. All right, guys, that's about it for me today. Go ahead, go home, get some rest. Big day tomorrow.